core prehab. So for today, one thing, if you have a band, use a band. And if not, that's fine. I will give some simple alternatives. So let's get right into it. We're going to be on all fours. We're going to do a modified cat camel. So it's basically a cat camel, but I'm leaving my head neutral. So I'm moving the rest of my body in relation to my head. Okay. So if we go to an arch position, so I am anterior tilting my pelvis, posterior tilting my rib cage, my sternum, my chest is coming to my chin. Leave my chin where it is. Hold that like a nice hammock spine. Take a deep breath in. All the way out. Now we are going to round the spine. So we are posterior tilting the pelvis. Rib cage comes down. And the head, again, stays where it is. Push in your hands away. Tuck in your tailbone between your legs. Holding that for a breath. And all the way out. Going back to the hammock spine, anterior tilted pelvis, rib cage comes up, chest to chin, good chin tuck, shoulders away from the ears, deep breath in, all the way out. Then reverse in and rounding the spine, tuck in the tailbone, push the hands away. Good, deep breath in, all the way out. And then going back to the hammock spine once more. Anterior tilted pelvis, rib cage comes back, tuck in the chin. Deep breath in. And then rounding the spine one last time. Tuck in your pelvis. Head stays where it is. Deep breath in. And all the way out. Okay, from here we're going to a knee-in rotation. So the way I like to do this is I like to, if you're able to, you're just sitting on your ankles or heels and you go one hand behind your head and we're rotating through our chest here. So we're trying to get the chest to point to the wall and going back and forth. Super important to get the rotation through the thoracic spine. And switching to the other side. Again, you're leaning with your chest. And two more. Last one. Great. Okay, from here, let's get right into, actually, okay, back to tabletop position. We're going to do some hip circles. So I'll give you this view here. So we're just doing circles in one direction, trying to keep your pelvis pointing to the ground the entire time. Try not to have it too much of a rotation. So if you had a belt buckle stays pointed to the floor the whole time, okay, as best as you can. Okay, so circles in one direction. And in the other direction. And switching to the other side. Again, keep the belt buckle pointed forward. The drawstring stays to the floor. And switch directions. And two more. Great. Okay, from here we're going into a bird dog. So bird dog is opposite arm, opposite leg extends, and we're just gonna alternate every side. Okay, so here we go. Pushing into the ground, opposite arm, opposite leg, nice and long, and alternating legs, alternating sides. And if we want, we can stay on the same opposite arm, opposite leg, and we go elbow to knee, and just do a few repeats here. So we'll do about 4. And switch to the other side. Elbow to knee, nice and long. And one more. Awesome. Okay, we'll get right into our plank, so our classic plank. Nothing too fancy here, but on our elbows. Elbows should be on top, or shoulders should be on top of elbows. Try not to be too, have your elbows too close to your toes here. So you want either right on top or even a little bit beyond. It's going to challenge the core even that a little bit more. So just good plank form. So even on your knees, pushing the elbows away, tucking the pelvis, so not arching the back, or butt's not up. It's nice and everything's nice and aligned. So tucking the pelvis. And I always like to think, pull the elbows to the knees and knees to the elbows, and hold this for 20 seconds. Pushing the elbows away as well. Don't sink into the elbows, push them away. Pull the elbows to the knees, knees to elbows. Keep that tuck. We'll go 5 more seconds. Okay. We can try on our toes now. And here we go. So up and push the elbows away. Shoulders away from the ears. Tuck the pelvis. Pull the elbows to the toes and the toes to the elbows. And here we go. Keep breathing. The shoulders away from the ears. And 5 seconds. Okay, take a break. We'll do one more. And we'll go in 3, 2, 1, and up. Tuck the pelvis. Okay, push the shoulders away, push the elbows away, shoulders away from the ears. Keep the knees straight. Keep the pelvis tucked. Pull the elbows to the toes and the toes to the elbows. 5 seconds. All right, okay, let's come out of that. We're gonna do a side plank now. Side plank with a leg lift. So with side plank, try to keep everything aligned, okay? Try not to have the butt too far back or forward, so everything's in one nice line here. I always have my top leg a little bit forward, okay? And then let's go on your elbow. Elbow and shoulder are aligned. And then, so I said front leg forward, but we're actually gonna be doing some leg lifts here. So we're gonna be doing 10. Pushing the elbow away, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great. Switch to the other side. So elbow under shoulder. Pushing that elbow away. Okay, and top leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. Let's go back to the other side. And up. Okay. Pushing the elbow away. Good alignment. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. Switch to the other side. Last one. Okay, push the elbow away and lift. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, let's keep rolling. On our backs, this is where we're going to start with the band, or take the band out if you have one. So for your dead bug, so place the band around the feet. Hit it on our backs. Dead bug position, and the legs in the air, 90 degrees at the hips, 90 degrees at the shoulders. It's all about not keeping, so not arching the back, really keeping that low back pushed into the ground while keeping the knees at 90. Not more flex, that makes it easier. Okay, so keeping that low back pinned to the ground the whole time. And then for a little extra spice, and get on the hip flexors a little bit more involved, we can put the band around our feet. So low back pressing to the ground, and I'm going to drop opposite arm, opposite leg, and just alternating sides. Two more, and one more. Okay, take a break. And twice more. So it's about 10 reps. Back up, flow back flat. Okay, keeping the hands and legs at 90 degrees. Drop in opposite arm, opposite leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, then a little break. And one more of the dead bug. So here we go, back up. Flatten that back, keep that back, press as hard as you can into the floor. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Awesome job. Now we are going to the hamstrings. Okay. So actually, why don't we do a few just traditional glute bridges, or the glute bridges done well, so the way I like to do them, and then we'll do our hamstring bridges. So again, flattening that back into the ground, lifting the pelvis, but thinking pushing the knees forward is what shovels the hips up, and you should get a good stretch in your quads and hip flexors, a really strong glute contraction. Hold that for a second and back down. Let's do about 6 of these. Pushing the knees forward. Great, let's do one more. Okay, and now we're going to go into extended leg position. Okay, so not a straight leg, not the bridge, glute bridge, but somewhere in between. Okay, and we're going to lift, and then if you're able to, you're going to single leg. Okay, we're just going to be doing some holds here. Okay, you can't do the single leg, just go bilateral. And if that's difficult, then just too difficult, then just go to a bridge. Okay, traditional bridge. So we're going to do 20-second holds. So up we go and lift, pushing that heel into the ground. Hold in here for 20 seconds. Keep pushing that heel into the ground the whole time. And back down, switch to the other leg, and back up. If you want, you can go 2 legs up and then take the leg off. So hold this 20 seconds. Pushing that heel into the ground, feeling the hamstrings. If they cramp up, generally I say that's a sign that that's a good exercise for you to do, but it'll take time before they stop cramping. Okay, back down, switch to the other leg, back up, and hold 20 seconds. Pushing that heel into the ground. And 3, 2, 1, back down, other leg. Let's go up and take the leg away, hold 20 seconds. Pushing that heel into the ground, actively doing that. Then I think we'll do 1 more each leg. So back down, switch to the other leg, go back up, take the leg away, hold 20 seconds, pushing that heel into the ground. Five more seconds. And back down, last time. And here we go, up, take the leg away, 20-second hold, push that heel into the ground. Almost there, keep pushing. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, awesome. Great. Okay, back to the band. So do some monster walks, and so placing this at the ankle level. Okay, so the way we're going to do our monster walks: forward, back, side to side. We can even do like rotations. We can do whatever we want really, but that's what we'll do. So we have a deep squat. All depends on how tight your band is, but small steps forward, trying to keep the upper body level the entire time. Okay, and back. Let's do that again, forward. And back, keeping that quarter squat position the whole time. And we'll go to the right, 10 steps. And to the left. Okay, take a small break. Back to the center. Okay, we'll do that once more. So squat position, okay, at least quarter squat. You can determine how deep you go, but keep the legs apart, the heels apart, ankles apart. And here we go, forward and backwards. Let's go to the right. And to the left. Okay, great. That'll be good for monster walks. let's finish off today with just some good calf raises. I like to do them with a ball. So if you have a ball or really anything that you can press your heels into, that's what I like to use. So if you have a yoga block or a pair of shoes, it can just help with your form with the calf raises. You can also just do calf raises, okay? But if you want to get more out of it, so we are holding the ball at our heels, our toes are forward. We are tucking our pelvis, not arching our back. So pelvis is tucked, knees are straight. Don't bend the knees. Tuck the pelvis. Try to keep everything in alignment. Sometimes we arch back too much. Don't do that. Stay stacked up, knees straight. And as we come up, we're pushing our heels into the ball. That is created by our hips. The hips externally rotating is what pushes your heels into the ball. Okay? Hold on to the wall for some stability. Okay, we'll do 4 more. Okay, small break. We'll do 1 more set. So again, toes forward, tucking your pelvis, staying stacked up and push the heels into the ball. It's the glutes that are doing that, okay? Glutes are externally rotating. Keep your entire forefoot in contact with the ground, so inside and outside, big toe and baby toe side. Four more. Okay, awesome. Okay, that's today's core and prehab. Again, if anyone has any questions, concerns, if anyone's struggling with any injuries, feel free to reach out. But that was it for today. Thanks for checking it out.